Hi everyone, my name is Yasmin and this is Flossmas number 7. Today is Wednesday, the 7th of December. Hello everyone. Uh, Thank you to everyone for leaving such a wonderful comments yesterday after, releasing my free chat. Thank you so much. That was really, really kind. Also, thank you to everyone who bought me a coffee. I appreciate your wonderful gestures, so thank you so much. If you have not seen it yet, yesterday I released a free chat for a Santa Helper Clumsy Elf. It is available via Instagram and is pinned into my link tree. So if you would like to, download the file, just go over there. Right, it feels long because I have recorded video yesterday in the morning, which is quite unusual. But as I've mentioned, I had quite few errands to run. So yes, I did. I don't know what I'm trying to do with this thing. So yeah, I did everything I had to do. I had a speech and language therapy meeting yesterday. Because I don't know if I have ever mentioned, but I do have dyslexia, so I do work with a speech and language therapist. I mean, technically I should go twice a month, but I just go once a month whenever I can. It is actually, really funny how you can go through all of the, academic system without even knowing. Then you might have a learning disability or learning difficulty until you reach an adulthood. Because when I lived in Poland when I was a child, I always was really well read child, and I was very artistic child. However, my language always exceeded, compared to the other children. However, my work wasn't really reflecting my skills, because I either failed or I really did badly on all of those kind of standardized tests, like essays and quizzes and answers and all of those type of tests. I wasn't ever doing very well. So going through the process, I always knew that there is there's quite something not all right, but I never actually was diagnosed with a dyslexia until I returned to college in 2012. So after doing my foundation degree, my tutor actually noticed that there is a certain symptoms which might suggest that I might have a learning learning needs. So after a year of assessment and going from one place to another, I actually find out that I suffer from dyslexia. Because when I was a child, I was told then eventually I grow out of it, because I made several like severe grammatical mistakes and like spelling errors, and my writing never been good. So like verbally I was able to tell a story which had all of those beautiful vocabulary, but then in a paper it never actually reflected. So teachers could not really grasp what is been happening. And when I went to college, actually I was told to study more. And then when I went to university, no one cared anymore. So so now as an adult learner, I do go to speech and language therapist just for assessment. It does not really bother me, or does not really challenge me or stop me or from from doing things on a daily basis. The challenges arise when when you want to learn foreign languages, when you need to send an email or make an official document. So this is the kind of area which I rely very heavily on, like a Grammarly or those type of programs or softwares which correct your your grammatical errors. So yesterday I spent a little bit time in a waiting room, so I stitched quite a lot, and then I take the kids to after school club, so I stitched even longer because I had to wait in the car until they finish. And then of course there was football. Morocco played with Spain, and they played beautifully, and they are through. You could see you should see my husband yesterday. He nearly cried. He nearly cried. And then his mum phoned, and there was like a massive celebration. People were dancing on the street. People were celebrating. Even, there was like, then, short after, there were like a video of King, celebrating, and all of those kind of funny gifs, when people were praying for football. So that was a extremely great achievement for the Moroccan team. So it was a great football. So I have been stitching and watching football, and then of course at 7 o'clock there was Portugal playing against Switzerland, and it was a boring game because Portugal played beautifully, so they the Switzerland wasn't really bringing any entertainment. So but again, I stitched. So I have got quite a few things I want to show you when it comes to stitching, because I did a lot. But before we go into stitching, I already brew myself a tea from the box number 7, and it is milk. I'm not quite sure if I'm saying this wrong, but I think it's oolong chai. I'm gonna show it to you like this. Milk oolong chai, luxurious, creamy and spiced chai. And it has got low caffeine, brew for 3 minutes and without milk. To be served. Ingredients: Chinese oolong, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, cocoa shells and chili. So it's going to be a spicy one. I'm excited because all of those ingredients I really like in my food. So let's see how they taste like in a tea. It smells gorgeous, but I'm not gonna be sipping this now because it's really hot. So let's see how is my stitching looking in the meantime. So since I have been stitching so much yesterday, I worked on 2 projects. So the first project I worked on, I did mention, and here I want to apologize to Molly, because I call Molly Millie, because I found it really difficult to remember names. But Molly and we are running stitch along, which is called I remembered like 5 seconds ago, reindeer games SAO, and this is the chart we're working on. This is the exclusive chart from Lindy Stitches, which was released on the Jingle Ball. And I have stitched quite a lot yesterday because, as I've said, I was carrying this project with me everywhere I went. So I'm not using any of the called for colors, with exception to a 310. Everything else is just similar colors or colors of my choice, and it is a really gorgeous one. And maybe I will include a cover photo. There is a cat missing, and there is a little mouse under the reindeer. But that's how much I've stitched yesterday and last night. Gorgeous, fantastic. And of course, if you have bought the chart on the ball and you would like to join us, then please do. Just follow the hashtag and tag me, tag Molly, and and let's have fun together. Okay, I have got another project to show you which I've worked on as well. However, before I go to it, I would like to show you some of the finishes I have done this morning. Time for tea. Ooh. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, I love this strong flavor of a ginger and a cardamom. Oh, this is a top 5 scorer. This is gorgeous, definitely. Oh my goodness. Oolong tea, oolong chai. You are going on the top shelf in my advent calendar. Oh, I want to have another one when I finish this cup. So good. I'm not sure if I will be able to talk about stitching now, because now I want to sip my tea. Okay, what I was talking about, what I was going to show you. Oh, I was going to show you my finishes, because this morning I've made a terrible mess in my bedroom slash craft room. But no, everything is nicely organized. Everything has been put back in its place. But I finished one secret project, which I cannot show you. And I also finished some of my old finishes. And this is free chart from either Heart on Hand or Hands on Design. One of those. And it is the Mary wreath. I think they released this last year or 2 years ago. So I finished this into a hoop, and I stick this giant jewel, and I think it is centered. I think it, or maybe not. I think it is centered. So yeah, I am just missing the hanger, and this is my finish. I really love it. I think it turned out really gorgeous. Okay, where should I put this? The second project I finished again in a hoop. I finished, this is the back and this is my front, and those are the Falalalama, which was from the December 2020 Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I stitched this with my own colors on 18 count navy Ada, and I used the Mill Hill bits for the snow, and this is really fantastic. Really love this. Okay, and the final piece, which I'm not quite sure if I like it. I think I need a few days to actually decide if I like it or not, but for now it's finished. This year, I think February or March, I did purchase those slates from Patchwork. Oh, sorry. From Patchwork Rabbit. I bought 4 of them. So this is the largest one available. So today I put it on to this free chart, which was from Pinberry Lane, and I stitched this last year, but only this year I've managed to finish it. I think I will be adding some greenery on this part of the slate, but you know, after a few days, I will see how I feel about this this finish, and I might either tweak it or completely redo it. But for now, my Santa is on the slate. And I've also started finishing my Barbara Anna. However, I only, you know, stitch the fabric around. I still need to stuff it, so I won't be showing you this now. Okay, so let me show you now the project I have been working on today. So once I finishing, you know, those little ornaments, and I've, you know, brought the order to this room, I've worked on Mandala Penguin by Meloka Design, which is available in the Just Cross Stitch magazine, the special edition. And I am using almost all gold for the MCs. I needed to go for the shade little bit light darker for the 3, I don't remember, I think it called for 352 and I've used 351, and so far everything else is as called for. I will be doing a few other substitution because I've realized I might not have all of those colors, but they will be kind of from the same color family. But this is gorgeous and it's so much fun to stitch, and it goes really quickly because there are mainly block of colors. So I will be working on this tonight. My kids currently are, you know, taking turns to have a bath. My husband is working tonight, so once the kids are you know, bathed and they have got pajamas on, we will be watching the new Scrooge movie on on Disney Channel. Hot chocolate. I baked some cookies. I've made some what's it called, orange and white chocolate chip cookies yesterday. We still have got some left for tonight. So this is my plan: stitching, movies with kids, and some naughty biscuits. I also wanted to show you, just coming towards the end of this video, yesterday I've received my box of the month from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I just want to show you the content of the box. So the first thing, it is oh, I think it's a beeswax. Oh yeah, it is 100% beeswax, and I've opened it yesterday. I never used beeswax, but doesn't smell of anything. But I look forward to try the beeswax. And then some nice fuzzy socks, which, you know, you cannot go wrong with the fuzzy socks now, especially when it's so cold outside. I don't know about where you are, but at this moment in London it's only 2 degrees, which is a freezing cold. I might be sitting in a t-shirt, but this is the warmest room in the house when the heating is on. But once I will go downstairs, you know, my scarf is back on and my jumper is back on. So yeah, don't let this fool you that my house is, you know, like a bakery, or not, like, you know, hot like a oven. Is not not in the current situation. Okay, and also there was a tiny hoop with like I think, oh no, there are 2 actually, 2 tiny hoops. One could be, I don't know, maybe like a bear and like a fox. I'm not sure what I will put into it, but I will find something. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they send out also the charts which could fit into those hoops. I will double check that. And then there was a lovely candy, which is the like a chocolate lolly. I'm gonna give it to my kids because I don't like chocolate, like chunks of chocolate. And then of course there was a card, and oh, this is something I was so excited to get. Again, embrace yourself, because there's another mandala. It is the Howling Wolf by, who was the designer? Let me quickly I think maybe on inside there is there was a particular designer they collaborated with on this design. If I won't be able to tell you now, I will put across the screen. It is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I have to say, you know, the Caterpillar Cross Stitch, the box of the month, they are very fantastic. However, this is the box number 10. I also had a sneak peek for the box 11, and since I wasn't too keen on it, I don't want to tell you what it is, but it's not something I like to stitch, so I asked to skip the box, and I will decide on the box 12 once the, you know, the snip information, or like the sneak peeks will be released. So my lovely people, this is everything what I had for you today. I have got two quilt tops to work on. However, this won't be happening anytime soon because tomorrow is assignment day. I will be working all day on my school stuff. It's on the rota, is marking my calendar, so I won't be skipping this. I have to make sure that I finish those 2 tasks and I am done with school until 9th of January. So I won't be quilting this anytime soon, but I will definitely be doing some more stitching tonight, so I might have something to show you tomorrow. And there's no football as well, but you already know I will be watching Disney channel. Anyway, I started to ramble now, so it's time for me to go. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.